But some would say possibly the most important video or important section of this video is the direct monetary support. Now this is where you would pay me money directly, which I hate those words even coming out of my mouth, but it is something that people want to do. So there's two different options. You have PayPal, which is like a one-off donation. You know, say I saved you a few hours of searching, or, you know, after hours of searching I fixed a problem, you know, like, oh, have a beer, and, you know, it's a $5 to have a beer. I don't know if that's how much beers cost. I don't drink, but you know what I mean. Then you're going to send the donation through paypal.me/JakesRCStuff. I believe that's the link. If it isn't, it'll be on the screen and in the description. And that's a one-off donation. In terms of how I will thank you, it depends on the donation. If it's a massive one, then things might be slightly different. But for the odd sort of smaller donation, what I would do is there is a note section on paypal.me. So if you said, you know, oh, this is for your videos on the FPV, the HD FPV stuff, then I would thank you in a HD FPV stuff video, either via voice or via like text on the screen, but that's at the beginning, or like in a ticker underneath. I think it'll be a ticker underneath, you know, like something that moves across the bottom of the screen, something like that. If it's just a general thank you for the good work, it will go on the next video that I produce after that donation. So yeah, leave me information in the notes option on there, and yeah. Now, in terms of the other section is a little bit more complicated, but hopefully it'll be good. So it's patreon.com/JakesRCStuff. Now, if you're new to Patreon and don't know what it is, basically the idea is that it's an ongoing subscription. I believe you can do one-off donations, but you're better off doing it through PayPal if you're going to do that, to be honest with you. Now, it's not a contract-based thing, so you can cancel it whenever you want, and basically there's two different tiers. It's in dollars because that's what Patreon runs in. It's annoying that I can't set it to pounds, which is why some of the prices are a little bit skew-with, especially considering like how much the pound has been bouncing up and down thanks to Brexit and general cocking about. So there's two different tiers that I currently have. There's the Make a Quick Buck, which is $1. Thanks. Might not sound like a lot, but it's a great pat on the back. And your rewards are, you can ask questions in any Q&A posts or videos that I decide to do. Patreon only posts, so that would be like, what projects do I do next? Advice on different things, you know, if I'm painting something, what colour scheme should I go if I'm indecisive? Just sort of random little Patreon things like that. Apologies, my cough is coming back. You also get credit in any videos and the description of any videos I produce while you're a patron. I'll get into that in a little while. The next thing is Jake's RC Extra Stuff. Now this is kind of like my premium subscription type thing. Again, if you watch Linus Tech Tips, you know they have Float Plane, which is like an option to get videos earlier and it's better quality and things like that. Similar idea. So this tier, which is $7.50 a month, the idea was for it to be £5, but I couldn't change it, so meh. It says, thank you so much. This tier gets you videos as soon as they're ready, up to 4 weeks before YouTube. So if you don't know, when I make videos, I usually make 3 at once. You know, sort of 2 to 4 at once. For example, this week I made Concord Part 2, Vortini Part 3, and this video. Okay? The idea is that as soon as they're edited and ready to go on the internet, they are posted to Patreon and they're live. Whereas with YouTube, they get uploaded as private. I put the information in, I schedule them, blah blah, done, and they come out every Friday. Now, the whole idea is that with the extra stuff, you get them as soon as they're ready, yeah, so you get them in advance, but it does mean that, for example, you might get loads of videos and then nothing, and then loads of videos and then nothing. It's not as regular as the YouTube one, but some people want stuff immediately, want to see what's happening. this is the one for you. You also have priority for questions in Q&As. So if I have loads of questions, then, because there's no limit on the number of questions you can ask, people who are on the higher tier get priority over the $1 people. You also get Patreon-only behind-the-scenes videos. Now, this is kind of a more limited thing, because I don't have an idea exactly what that is. But, for example, say I, as part of a video, did a... what's it called? Like a fast motion, you know, sped up of my CNC cutting machine doing something. Then maybe as a sort of Patreon special video, I'd upload the whole thing. Time lapse, that's what I was looking for. You know, either if I only have a small amount of time lapse in the video, then you get the full time lapse, or instead of it being a time lapse, it's just the full raw uncut video of that, maybe just muted, so, or whatever, you know, stuff like that. I don't have an exact idea behind that, but I will try and come up with them as we go along. You'd also get access to Patreon only polls. Now, I actually missed this out. You also get this in the $1 one. My mistake. But you get access to Patreon only polls. So, I did mention this. So you get to help what I do in videos, etc. And the last one is credit in any videos and the description of any videos I produce while you're a patron. They will get split up so that there would be $1 tier people and $7.50 tier people. They will all be there, you know, they'll be in their separate sections. Now, in terms of thanking them in the video, again, I think it's going to be a ticker running across the bottom of the screen. If you watch, for example, RC Model Geeks, they have this sort of thing at the beginning of the video where they thank everybody. But the problem is that's such a wall of, oh, come on, come on. I mean, I understand why they're doing it, but for some people, they're going to be, oh, come on, just show me the video. I don't want to do that, because it will scare people away. People will click off the video, and I still need the channel to expand. So more than likely, maybe a minute or 30 seconds into the video, a timer will start, like a ticker will start across the bottom. Thank you to the Patreons at the $7.50 tier. Blah 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 blah. They're all the names. Thank you for the people at $1. Blah 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 blah. Thank you to X for donating a £5. And maybe in the ticker, if it's a small question, I'll ask it there, like, yes, I'm excited for the Concorde flying, or whatever. So that would be the way that works. For now, what will happen is not this video, because I'm specifically talking about it, but in any of the videos that I edit, there'll be now a ticker at the bottom advising of Patreon, PayPal, and probably Honey as well. But yeah. Now, there is actually two goals. So this is when we are up to £7 per month, which is just one person subscribing to Jake's RC Extra Stuff. I can actually buy Vimeo Pro and do the early videos. Thanks, Patreon, for not making it clear before I made the page. So yes, the way that the private video system works is that you have to have Vimeo Pro, which is £6 a month, which is why I said it's at $7. The idea being that as soon as one person subscribes for the $7.50 amount, I can subscribe to Vimeo Pro and know that I'm not going to lose out any money on it. So yeah, and then the next goal is at $20. Reaching $20 a month will allow me to run a website, meaning I can declutter my video descriptions and give more details and links in a blog. I spelt can wrong. That's not right. So they're the two goals at the moment. If I have any specific goals, like I need a new gaming PC, not, you know, a gaming PC, but also the processor upgrade from, say, a 3600X to a 3900X, so that video editing is better, I could stick a goal on there and we could try and reach it. I believe you can do one-off goals, so that, like, it ticks up each month until you reach it, or you can do per month goals. So as I say, $20 per month to get the website up and running. The last thing that I will say is like the description that I have on the Patreon, in case anyone's interested. So hello, my name is Jake and I create YouTube videos following the trials and tribulations of model flying, mostly focusing on building and new projects. This Patreon page will hopefully allow me to take my YouTube channel self-sustaining. Every penny pledged for your Patreon or donated via other means, because I don't think I'm allowed to say PayPal, goes back into the channel for more planes, parts, or even the odd YouTube specific item like cameras or microphones. So basically what I've said during this video. So as I say, you're going to see those changes to the videos in terms of little tickers on the screen. Got to work out how to do it in Sony Vegas. Also, in the descriptions now, in every video description I make from now on, is going to have the PayPal link, paypal.me link, the Patreon link, and the Honey link. Things might change steadily over time, but that's roughly what it's going to be.